Hi everyone. Just going to be doing a all signs reading. Wanting to sort of look a little bit more in depth at the new energy headed your way when it comes to love and romantic connections. We have kind of just finished doing some sort of bridging energy with that last all signs reading, coming off the back of some weekly readings that were showing quite a lot of people just, finishing off some energy, clearing some things out, some things that were still sort of remaining in people's energy there. So really wanting to focus on the new and next energies coming your way today. And I will just let everyone know, if you do leave a comment on one of my videos, you will go in the draw for that free personal reading. I'll be drawing that when we hit 100 subscribers. So make sure you subscribe so you can keep updated. We are just a really small group. So thank you so much, everybody, for all your support so far. I'm hoping that we can, grow a little bit there so that we can get those messages out to everybody that does need to hear them. As always, you will probably see me taking time stamps. I have just sort of been fiddling a little bit with my setup lately, trying to sort of make it a little bit easier, to do all that sort of stuff. But I'm still getting there. Like it's kind of a hard area for me to set up. I don't really have much other space I can utilize, so you're kind of stuck with me at this point, guys. But like I said, focusing on the next important relationship coming up for you, and we'll get started with Aries. How are we, Aries? Just looking today at your next important love connection. Okay, so I did forget to say in the intro, but we do have those Island Time Wellness Lovers Oracle there. I am using the Tanis Lenormand today, as well as my own personal deck there. So we'll hopefully get some initials and those sorts of things coming out for people as well. But getting straight on into it, Aries. Aries, next important love connection, please. Aries, next important love connection, please. Okay, so we do have the ascending card coming through, Aries. That does say transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phases, and preparing for union. So definitely getting close to hitting in for you there, Aries, I feel, with that. The sword and the rose as well. So clarity, truth, revelations, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. Okay, so quite a protected time for you to be heading into new connections as well. When I do see this particular card, sometimes that can sort of bring up past energy a little bit as well, with clarity, truth, revelations. So, we may be looking at a connection with somebody that you already do know, but we also could just be looking at, a lot of truth being revealed to you about past connections, and taking that knowledge forwards into the future, to sort of, avoid certain things that you may have had in the past, in the future. Okay, so it does just have that little bit of a energy to it. So I just thought I'd mention that there, that, for some of you out there, this may be actually looking at, new phases with somebody you already know. But for a lot of you, it's sort of taking that energy from the past into the future, so we're not making the same mistakes that we may have done with past connections. Okay, Aries, next important love connection, please. Next important love connection for Aries, please. Okay. So we do have the whip first and foremost. So still a little bit of trouble, just that, you know, that's closest to now, I feel. So just a little bit of tension and drama. You know, I feel as though this is probably just you working out those truths, those revelations within yourself. Still just feeling as though, you know, love only brings trouble kind of vibe as well. But, you know, you are headed straight on in to a new connection here. So when you first meet this person, it may be one of them connections where you meet somebody and you think that they're just going to be trouble, and you know, or there may be some sort of, you guys might start off on a disagreement of some sort. There may just be a little bit of drama happening there, that and then that's sort of realizing that, hang on, there's something more there. Why are they stirring me up so much? Maybe there is something a little bit more there, but it's just kind of that weird footing. So, you know, you may be coming into this new connection just on that weird footing, you know, so just with that trouble, that tension, you know, at first. So it could even just be within yourself though, Aries, you know, just, I'm getting that vibe. It's just kind of feeling like love is only trouble. Why would I want love? Love is only trouble for me. And it's kind of talking about, you know, getting through that and really seeing the truth of the possibilities of love, and having that solidarity and power and protection within yourself, you know, to overcome any trouble that you are facing when it comes to, you know, finding love. All right, now we do have the rider. So good news definitely on the way. That's a pretty straightforward message with the rider coming through there. He is on a bicycle rather than a horse, so it may be a little bit more slower coming than what we may feel in some other decks. But, you know, I feel as though talking about any, you know, any trouble or tension that you're feeling, it will be quickly sort of overcome, and you'll sort of realize that there's some good news hiding in that trouble somehow. Um, Straight on into the sun. Okay, so heading into happiness, Aries, definitely looking at a lot of happiness in the near future when it does come to this next connection. There definitely is, you know, that warm, sunny kind of vibe. So a lot of things coming to light as well. So once again, we are seeing that clarity and truth and revelations kind of aspect coming through. So I feel as though that any truth that we may be facing is probably just within ourselves. But we may also be finding that this next connection, there's just a lot of truth. And you guys very open with each other, and truthful with each other as well. But generally just happiness vibe coming through there. We do have the bouquet as well, so very, very giving energy. You know, it does talk about reward and pleasure. Okay, so you are going to be definitely very happy with this next connection. You are wanting to give to this connection, and they will want to give to you in return. You know, it can be talking about physical gifts. So, you know, you may be wanting to give this person things, and vice versa. You know, flip it as necessary. If you're a gift giver type person, you may be finding yourself giving this person quite a lot of things, but also just giving yourself a lot too. I do feel that there is like an emotional vulnerability coming through with that sun and that truth aspect. You know, just giving this person the whole truth about yourself, and trusting that it will, you know, be accepted and whatnot. So quite a positive connection we're looking at there. You know, there may be that little tinge of trouble at the start, but it will easily be overcome. Okay, so let us know for Aries. Let us know a little bit more about this person. How will Aries know this person? Okay, so Aries, when we're asking how you will know this person, firstly, we do have the scythe. Okay, so this is going to be sudden and unexpected to start with. It's going to be sort of out of nowhere. You're just going to suddenly be drawn to this person. You know, they may be the sort of person that does things quite suddenly, and they'll just shock you with how sudden and unexpected they tend to do things, how quickly they may want to move forward with this connection. I am feeling that for some of you, we do have the Tower here. So for some of you, this definitely is, somebody from your past. We also have that followed up with the Ring. So it definitely, for some of you Aries out there, it definitely could be a past relationship coming back around suddenly. So but I do feel as though with that scythe and that tower as well, for those of you that this is a brand new person, I feel as though it will be a little bit shocking to you how quickly and how suddenly this person does want to build a foundation of a relationship with you. They're going to want to build a strong relationship with that tower. It does talk about strong foundations, but they may also be the sort of person that suddenly goes, look, I need some time to myself, back off. So they may be a bit like flippy when it comes to that sort of stuff. But they do definitely want to build that strong foundation with that tower there. But they suddenly may need to take time to themselves every now and then. That might just be part of who they are. But we are seeing a very, very strong connection with that Ring coming through. Like I mentioned before with that Flowers card, they may give you a lot of things. They may actually, there may be a ring involved in a gift. I'm kind of feeling for some of you, they may really want to, get that foundation hard set pretty quickly. So they may start talking about things like marriage really, really quickly. It might be quite unexpected, but feel quite sudden for the connection, but I feel as though long term this person is looking for a strong connection, a long-term connection. So I feel as though they're going to make that pretty known pretty quickly. We also do have the Garden coming through. So, we do sort of get somebody with this card who is a bit of a social butterfly. They like to get out and about and but they're also quite restful and a positive type person as well. So, it's one of those things where they can sort of go out and be quite social, but they also are quite restful and in a positive manner as well. They're happy to just chill at home, but they also do enjoy going out with friends and partying a little bit as well. So they're quite a social butterfly. I feel they can kind of adjust to any kind of situation there. So that's probably a bit of an idea of how you're going to know who this person is. Just give me a second, Aries. I just feel like we should take out the outright time frames when I'm doing these cards today. We'll rely on the months and star signs. We want to know more about the person, not so much about the time frame, because we are sort of setting the intentions for the general reading for this to be the next. So that's going to be different for everyone within the collective, the time frame. So just give me a moment. Sorry, I should have done this in advance. I was just kind of feeling that we should probably do that. Okay, sorry about that, Aries. Well, what can you tell us about Aries' next important love connection? Aries' next important love connection, please. Whoa. Aries' next important love connection. And one more. Aries' next important love connection, please. Okay, so we do have a few initials here. Keep in mind, this is a collective reading, okay? So if it doesn't resonate for you, then, leave it for somebody else. We do have the letter S. We also have the letter C. And we do have the letter I, okay? With that letter I actually feel like that there's actually another message there connected to that whip that we saw first and foremost. I feel like that's what the tension is going to be around. You're both going to be very sort of independent in a very I mindset rather than you or we mindset, if that kind of makes sense. You may hear them say a lot of things like, oh, well, I feel, I think, or you may be doing that, but I feel as though that's where that tension is going to come in. It's going to seem like this person is not actually interested in you that much because, they seem to be talking more about themselves and their own needs and their own wants. So I feel like that may be what that tension is about. Okay, so just a side message there. That might not be for everyone either. But we also do have Gemini and Virgo coming out. So, obviously this next person could be a Virgo or Gemini or have strong placements in those. And we also have March coming out as well. So you may have actually already met this person in March. Something important may be happening next March. March somehow may be important to the connection. Okay, Aries. So, I do know that a lot of you Aries are probably born at the end of March there as well. So it could also be talking about somebody with Aries placements as well. Okay, but that's what I have for you today, Aries. Make sure you leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. Like I said earlier, I do really appreciate every single like. It does mean the world to me. So thank you so much for all your support so far. But we'll move over to Taurus. How are we, Taurus? Just looking today at your next important love connection. Next important love connection for Taurus, please. Okay, Taurus, we do have the Twin Flames card coming through, that yin and yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, and complementing each other. So it sounds like we've got an interesting connection coming up for you. We also have the abundance card there. So keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, and gratitude and bliss. Okay, so sometimes when we do see the abundance card coming through, it does sort of mean that you may have multiple options within love connections in the near future as well, Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, next important love connection for Taurus, please. Okay, and how will Taurus know this person? How will Taurus know this person, please? Beautiful energy coming through, Taurus. Firstly, we do have the masculine energy coming through. So if you yourself are a masculine, it's kind of letting us know, make sure that we're not being like, I'm just getting that vibe of, even though we do have that twin flames where it's complementing each other, I am getting that feeling of, reminding you of the balance between the masculine and the feminine. All right, so the masculine has come out. So your next connection there may actually, it may sort of start in a very masculine energy. All right, so I don't really like to genderize, the cards as such, but, it may start off on a very non-emotional, very stoic, not much, talking more logically rather than emotionally with this connection. The masculine is very, they may come across a little bit controlling or dominating kind of energy, kind of person. But I am feeling that, like I said, I am feeling that vibe of, reminding us of that balance as well. So if you are starting a new connection and you're noticing that you're not talking about your feelings, you're not talking about your emotions, it's kind of letting you know, make sure we are balancing out the logical conversation with that emotional conversation as well. But it does feel that this connection is going to be sort of set up on a more logical sense. Okay, so probably factoring a lot of things, you know, within this connection, a lot of things factoring in that aren't necessarily emotional things. Okay, so it might be like that complementing each other kind of vibe. You might be even looking at this person going, they really match me in this and this and this and this and this, but then actually needing to stop and remember to actually stop and feel how you feel about this person as well, and making sure that the emotions are matching as well. Okay, so quite interesting little message there, Taurus. But we do also have the birds. So I do feel as though, you know, a lot of chatter, a lot of excitement happening between the two of you. Both probably will be very excited about this connection. It will have that sense of excitement to it. There is, for one or two of you, you know, you guys will be talking a little bit about previous grief and things that you have mourned in the past. One or both of you may still be in a little bit of mourning phase, and that will, you know, be known within the connection at the start there, I feel, for some of you. So you know, if you do meet someone and you're talking to them very logically, it may actually be a fact of talking to them logically and helping them through this mourning, or they're helping you through some sort of mourning period, and that's actually how you meet this person and connect with this person on a deeper level. But you know, there is a lot of excitement and chatter in between all that as well. There could be phone calls. You know, the birds sometimes does talk about phone calls directly as well. But we also have the stork. Okay, so whatever's happening with this bird's excitement energy, it's really going to stir things up and get some new energy. Sort of like it's going to feel like totally brand new. So I feel like for a lot of you, we are looking at a brand new connection, somebody that you may not have even met as of yet. Okay, you know, it does have a bit of a warning about pregnancy with the stork card as well. So just be aware of that. You know, this, you know, this person may even be pregnant when you first meet them, that kind of a vibe. But also, just like I said, be careful about that. But it's really just talking about, you know, really bringing new elements into your life. It's really going to bring some new energy into your life and sort of stir you up a little bit. So, you know, in a positive way. So talking to this person, you may find yourself getting quite passionate about the things that you were talking about. You might kind of feel that like stirred up excitement going on when you meet this person. All right, now how you will know this person, we do have the book coming through. Okay, so they may be somebody in a profession, very knowledgeable sort of profession. You know, they may be somebody who's like a researcher or a librarian even, somehow connected to books, you know, so they may be a writer, all those sorts of things. So you'll definitely know if you meet like a writer, for example, you definitely know, oh, that definitely was that. But you know, they're, even if it's not you know, directly linked to their profession, they may be the sort of person that, you know, like we do see with that masculine energy, they may be this sort of person that does just like to write lists and write things down a lot. They may be sort of very old school and like to write everything down. You know, maybe even keep a diary, those sorts of things. They might be that sort of a person that just writes a lot, or reads a lot of books. You know, but overall, I feel like it's just going to be somebody coming across as a very you know, knowledgeable person. They do their research when they want to know the answer to something that they don't know. They do their research. You know, even if it's just on Google or whatever, they not going to come and say something to you without knowing the facts of the matter. Okay, they're going to be a very factual type person, I feel. You're also going to know this person because, you know, you're going to look at this person and you're going to be feeling like they are the star dropped from the sky for you. This is the star card, okay? And that really does talk about wishes and dreams. So there's going to be this element of like, wow, this person is everything I have dreamed for and hoped for. So you're really going to kind of know, I feel intuitively, you're just going to know this person is my wishes come true. Okay, and the other way you're going to know this person is the giving energy between you both. This is the flowers. Okay, so they may even physically give you flowers, but you know, it really is just that giving energy. It feels like a reward from the universe, like your wishes come true, like I said with the wish card there. But, you know, you are going to really want to give to this person, whether it's just giving of yourself, you know, giving material things, giving them your time, your energy, your love, and they are going to do the same in return for you. There's going to be a lot of equal give and take. So you're not going to feel like it's not going to feel one-sided or anything like that. It's going to feel very equal, and very giving and loving and nurturing with that flowers card as well. So that's lovely, Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Next love connection for Taurus, please. Next love connection for Taurus, please. Okay, so we do have the letter K, the letter W, the letter T has come out as well. And we also have June and Scorpio. Okay, so this person may have an important Scorpio placement, you know, so or you may have I feel like saying you may have an important Scorpio placement, Taurus, that you need to sort of check how that vibes with this person's placements. Okay, so for some of you that might be the case, but we also have June coming through, so that was last month, obviously. So you may have actually already met this person and just haven't sort of, you know, it hasn't sort of rolled into anything as of yet. But, you know, June may be important. That may be their birth month, those kinds of things as well. All right. But like I always say, you know, it is a collective reading. So if that doesn't resonate for you, you know, feel free to leave it for the next person. Or check your other placements if necessary. You know, do leave a comment on one of the videos and you'll go in the draw for that free reading when that's drawn. I do really appreciate all those likes and subscribes, guys. It means the world to me. But moving on to Gemini. How are we, Gemini? Just looking today at the next love connection for you. Next love connection for Gemini. Okay. We do have some interesting energy coming out, Gemini. We do have the stabbed in the back card coming through. That says heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, a shocking attack. We also have the snake energy. So that does talk about competition, enemies, clever, malicious, looking over your shoulder, and the other woman. Okay, so yet to be sort of said, this next connection, you know, they may actually talk to you about these things, about how, you know, they may be a little bit wary of love because they've been through something like this in the past, or you may have been through something like this in the past yourself, Gemini. You know, so when I see that sort of energy, when we're looking at future energy, you know, I don't want to say that this is going to be that next connection, but I do feel as though one of you may be bringing that energy in to the connection. You know, so whether that's something that you are both talking about, one or both of you sort of very wary of love, and because we've been through a lot of heartbreak or pain, things like that. But for some of you, this actually could be talking about, you know, somebody from your past. We do have separation coming through there. So this may actually be someone from your past trying to come back around again. So it's obviously going to be up to you whether you do, you know, take that on board or not. Because if this is a past energy, it's feeling like it's still in that kind of painful feels at the moment, but we'll see what comes out with the lenormand and work from there, Gemini, and see if that gives us a clearer indication. Next love connection for Gemini, please. Next love connection for Gemini. Okay, so yeah, we are definitely seeing past energy coming through here. Even though I'm asking about your next connection, we do firstly have the mice card. Okay, so that talks about loss and things that are eating away at you. So I am feeling that that there is one. It may. I don't know. I can't really tell if that's you or this person, Gemini. One of you has definitely dealt with some pain and separation in the past, some serious love issues in the past that are going to actually affect this next connection. Okay, so we do have that mouse sort of these things eating away at them. So even if you're entering into if it's a brand new person, they are going to be telling you about this, and it's going to be something that affects your connection at the beginning. And because we do have that coffin next, so that kind of shows us that they're really needing to end out this past cycle, this hurt from the past needs to come to an end. The door needs to close on that past stuff before they can even think about moving on into a new connection, or you, if flip it if you need to, Gemini. But really, really needing to deal with some past energy before we can actually, rebirth any energy there. The coffin really does talk about that death and rebirth. So needing to, close the lid on that past energy that has come through quite strongly. So whatever this is, it's something quite severe that has happened for one of you in love, and it's holding that energy back at the moment from being able to progress into a new connection. But next we do have that anchor coming through. So, I do feel as though if we can get through this coffin and we can close out all that past energy, I just feel as though, you may be entering into a connection with somebody who is not over the past yet. And it may take them a little bit of time to fully close that out. And get through all that pain and heartbreak and whatnot that they have been through. But, with that anchor there, even though it does sort of show us that this is still weighing them down, it does show us that the way to get through to this person is to show them that you are safe and secure, and that you are going to be like their anchor when it comes to this sort of a thing. So I do feel as though you may be starting a connection with someone who's actually the connection starting by, sharing war stories basically about your exes or whatever. So it definitely could be that sort of a scenario that we're looking at here. But with that anchor, yeah, definitely, letting them know, like, if you want to, continue this love connection, because it is coming through as your next love connection. Okay, so if you do want to continue that love connection, the way through to that person is to, show them that you are the safety net, and show them that you will be there to hold them down, while until the storm passes, kind of a vibe. You drop the anchor so that you don't move and get and drift when the storms come through and the heavy waves come through. So, they kind of just need someone to be their anchor at the moment, and hold them steady and firm, and help them through all this, I feel. But, it's completely up to you. This is just showing us the next possible love connection. You don't have to actually take it. Okay, Gemini? And you are more than welcome to check your other placements as well. But how will Gemini know who this person is? How will Gemini know this person, please? Well, they're on their way, okay? We do have the rider coming through there. So, I feel like that's good news on the way. So it may be, I'm getting that vibe of it's like someone trying to come to you and say, look, I'm over all this now, but like really they're kind of not. But, you know, or just coming to you for an ear, coming to you for a shoulder to cry on, kind of thing. But we do have that followed by the sun. So yeah, there's still some things that will need to come to light, be revealed between you and this person. You'll know who they are because they will reveal all this past energy to you. They will sort of tell you all about it. And I want to say, you'll know who this is, Gemini, because they'll say to you, but I just want to be happy. All right, because the sun does talk about happiness and that warmth and happiness, and I feel as though this person's coming to you before they're quite ready, but they will be saying to you, but I just want to be happy. So I am seeing that potential, someone coming to you as and treating you as like a bit of a rebound kind of energy. Like I am seeing that there is possibilities for it to actually go somewhere, but I'm not getting anything hugely, I feel as though, next we do have that house energy. So, with this person, they may have just recently moved house or be moving house. When you meet them, you may know who they are because, they may still even be living with this person that they're having all this drama with, and that's why it's an ongoing thing that needs to be closed off. But at the end of the day, they're going to be saying once again, I just want to be secure and safe, and that kind of a vibe as well. So that's very similar to that anchor energy. Okay, so this person, they may come across as super stable and like a family person, but there's a lot going on emotionally with this person. So it's going to be up to you really, Gemini, whether you want to move forward with this connection, or whether that's something that you feel that house and anchor are just going to be too stuck in place. You're going to know the best when you meet this person, or if you've already met them, you're going to know the best whether they are just too stuck in the past, or whether they actually have a chance of overcoming that energy and getting through that. They do need a lot of support at the moment, I feel. For some reason, their physical house is going to be important. Okay, so like I said, they may be moving house. They may still be living with this past energy. They may not want to, that may be something where we're having issues with the sun revealing things and things coming to light. They may not reveal that immediately. There may be some sort of house situation that, they avoid taking you to their house for a little while, I feel. So just be wary of that, Gemini. But I'll grab you a couple of these clarity cards as well. Next love connection for Gemini. Next love connection for Gemini, please. Okay, so we have Virgo, Sagittarius, and Aquarius coming through. Okay, so that may be this person's, maybe an important placement, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Aquarius, maybe an important placement. I do feel as though one of these placements is actually talking about that past energies placement as well. So you may find, for example, you meet an Aquarius who talks about their Sagittarius ex or something like that. Okay, so that may be important for some of you out there. I also have May coming through as well. So I'm feeling like that's when, whatever's happened with this past connection for this person, it's only happened pretty recently, because May was only like a month and a half ago. So I do feel as though this is when this has all sort of gone down for this person. Okay, I also have the letter W as well, so that may be an important initial for some of you out there. But yeah, like I said, I am getting that that third party energy coming through. There's definitely something else going on there with that person. So just be wary of that, Gemini. And if you are interested in, genuine love, I would maybe check your moon sign today, because I am only getting that coming through for the Gemini today. So I am sorry that that may not be what you guys wanted to hear, but, at least, forewarned is forearmed, right? So, prepare for that and choose whether that's something that you will, work through with someone or not. Everyone's going to have a different answer to that. Okay, so moving on to Cancer. How are we, Cancer? Just looking today at your next love connection. Next love connection for Cancer. Next love connection for Cancer, please. Okay, we do have the Phoenix first and foremost, Cancer. So a new phase, rekindling, renewing, transformation, growth, and a changed mind. So, okay, this may not be what every single Cancer wants to hear, but for a lot of you, this is actually talking about reconciliation with somebody from the past, somebody from your past coming back around. In one way or another, or with that transformation and changed mind, it may be you that's changed your mind on this past energy. All right. We also have the I love you, I like you card. Sorry. Someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, and wanting to date. So this may not be someone that you've actually dated in the past. It may just be somebody that you had an opportunity to date in the past and did not. And now you've changed your mind and you're thinking, hang on, maybe I do want to try dating that person. Realizing that you do like that person more than you thought you did. So for a lot of you, I'm definitely getting that this is a past person coming through straight away. But we'll see what comes out in the Lenormand, because, that could just be talking about you entering new phases and rekindling parts of yourself, transforming parts of yourself that, you hadn't seen for a while or didn't know existed, okay? Doesn't necessarily mean it's definitely someone from the past. Okay, Cancer. Next love connection for Cancer, please. Next love connection for Cancer. Okay, and how will Cancer know this person, please? Okay, so this next connection, I had the key jump out. Okay, so definitely opening new doors somewhere here. Okay, so it may be a brand new option. Like I said, for some of you, this may be a brand new option. But for others of you, I am still getting that that past energy, that it may be opening the door to somebody that you had closed the door on in the past. But the key really does talk about success. Okay, so this connection is going to be successful if you allow it to. Okay, it definitely has that potential to be a successful partnership connection, and definitely also could actually, it can lead you to success in other areas of your life as well. So, they may be somebody who is able to sort of open doors for you, kind of a vibe, and show you how to do things in a way that's going to sort of help open more doors for you when it comes to finances. Sometimes this can talk about career and finances. So, it could be somebody helping you out with your career and finances, kind of a thing as well. All right. Then we do have the garden card coming through here. So that garden card really does talk about, a lot of the time it talks about that social meeting up and hanging out kind of vibe. So, I feel as though you're sort of opening the door to wanting to meet up with somebody and just hang out. Like, it's restful and positive, but it's also quite social. So, I'm getting that vibe. I'm getting in my head that, I just want to hang out and have a coffee and talk and just talk and then getting that vibe of like talking all night long, kind of, so just being quite social, being able to talk a lot with this person, being able to, relate to this person on quite a whole bunch of different things, being able to meet them, in multiple ways. I feel as though, yeah, there's going to be I'm just getting that vibe of like, even though it's a social card, I'm not feeling other people. I'm feeling just social between you two, and really just wanting to hang out and chat and get to know each other quite a lot. There could also be some social invites or proposals coming through as well. It could be this person opening up opening up options for you to be more sociable and get out and do things with them, that kind of a vibe as well. But we also do have the house. So the house is kind of the opposite, like not the opposite, but in a few ways it is the opposite to that garden card, where rather than getting out and about, it does talk about staying home and staying stable and secure. So there's a lot of stability and security with you and this new connection. All right, this next connection is going to be stable and secure. It is going to give you that sense of family, like this person is your home. Okay, so quite a strong card there as well. So I feel like you guys probably will just stay home talking all through the night, because we've got that what's quite interesting here is, if you actually look at those three cards here, the key, the garden, and the house, they are all aspects of a physical house as well. Okay, so we have a physical house with a beautiful garden in the back, and you unlocking the door to that house. Okay, so there may be this new connection, you guys might move in together pretty quickly. That kind of a vibe coming through with that as well. You may buy a house together, all those sorts of things. It does have a lot of potential there. That success is coming through quite strong. It did jump out, and it is quite strong energy there. Now, when it comes to how you will know this person, for a lot of you, like I have mentioned a few times now, Cancer, this is somebody that you already do know, but they have grown a lot and transformed. You may have to sort of get to know them all over again, kind of a vibe, because they have grown. They've been taking care of themselves since you last sort of met them or whatever, and they have grown. They've branched out. They have a lot more knowledge about themselves than what they did before. Okay, so the tree really does have a lot of self-growth and self-awareness as well. And when we're talking about love too, the tree does have an element of that destined to be with each other kind of element, as well as I am seeing quite a few cards that do show that there is some sort of destiny between you and this person. It may be that kind of like that soul kind of connection with the tree there. The tree can talk about your soul connection, and the ancestors sort of looking out for you and wanting you to connect with this person. Okay, so for a lot of you, this definitely is somebody from your past coming back around, but in a transformed manner. They are brand new. They if you stop and look at them and think that they're the same person that they were when you first knew them, they are not. They have evolved and grown quite a lot. So I do feel as though maybe that's what that garden is all about as well, getting to know them all over again. All right. We do have good news on the way. Okay, so that is the rider, so that just brings that good news. That good news looks like it is the fact that this person has grown a lot, and they're not anything. It feels like the good news is that the things that you found negative about this person in the past, that they've changed. Okay, so I feel like that's the good news. It's that this person has like actually changed. They've actually done the work and changed. All right, and they are everything that you wish for, Cancer. That is the Star card, and it does talk about wish fulfillment, dreams coming true, all that hope and optimism for the future. You will know. This person may even say to you, like, I feel like all my wishes are coming true. I feel like you are the star in my sky. There may be like some connection between you and this person when it comes to, the actual stars in the sky. You guys might like to look at the stars together, that kind of a thing. Yeah, quite interesting. So, let me know in the comments if, when you do meet this person, if what the star connection is, because I feel like for some of you, there may be like an actual physical star representation between you and this person. They may say something about, oh, you're a star, call you their shining star or something like that, okay? Or if you're a dead set romantic like me, you know, I have actually brought a star for somebody in the past. So, you know, you can actually do that. You can actually buy a star, like, and buy the naming rights to a star or whatever. So I am a bit of a romantic at heart, and I have actually done that for somebody. So you never know. And believe it or not, they were a Cancer moon. So there you go. Interesting. Okay, Cancer. Cancer and your next love connection, please. Cancer and the next love connection. Okay, I did just mention that I have bought a star for somebody, and I was a bit tongue-in-cheek there, but then we've got the M for Michelle coming on out, so we also have J, A, and B all coming out, okay? Oh, my son's name starts with a B as well. There you go. Finding relevance. I'm actually resonating a little bit with this, but from another person's perspective, and it's quite odd actually. But we also have Aquarius coming out, so you or this person may actually have a strong Aquarian placement as well. Okay, or something's happened in Aquarius season. But yes, that's what I've got for you, Cancer. Let me know in the comments if that resonated for you. And hopefully I'll see you all again soon. You know, I do really appreciate all those likes and subscribes and comments, guys. It does mean the world to me. So thank you for your support. Okay, but moving over to Leo. How are you, Leo? Just looking today at your next love connection. Next love connection for Leo, please. Okay, so firstly we have the mirror card, okay? So that does say mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflecting our wounds and introspection. So this person may actually trigger you in a few ways that make you sort of look at yourself and look at, you know, things you've gone through in the past, and they may sort of trigger you, but it's kind of that vibe of, you know, mirroring each other's actions. You may deal with things in a certain ways and they may actually do the exact same thing, and sometimes those things actually can sort of trigger each other, you know, when it's things that may not be the most positive. Okay, so straight away you guys may mirror each other quite a lot. You may have a lot in common as well, you know, mirroring feelings, mirroring ideas, all those sorts of things. We do have boat coming through as well, so that's receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues as well. So, you know, when we're seeing that mirror aspect, and then we are seeing, you know, receiving what you need, your next love is going to, you know, even if it does trigger you in a few ways, it is going to be what you need for that introspection and, you know, to help you move on from those negative things in the past. Okay, so can be a bit of a hard energy to deal with, but you know, if you are doing the best, you can always move through those things as well. They can actually really help you progress, okay, and arrive at more positive changes. Okay, next love connection for Leo. Next love connection for Leo, please. Okay, and how will Leo know this person? How will Leo know this person? Okay, Leo, so straight away, I'm getting a pretty quick, simple message from that first bunch of cards here. We do have the heart followed by the whip and then the letter. Okay, so with the heart, we've got issues of the heart, love, romance, those sorts of things. With the whip, we do have trouble or tension coming through, a little bit of drama, opposition, and then the letter is all sorts of communication. Okay, so I am straight away seeing that this is exactly what we were talking about with that mirroring energy and receiving what you need. Okay, because I feel as though this connection really will, there will bring up, it will bring up a bit of tension with issues of the heart. Okay, so it is going to bring up some sort of, there may be a little bit of trouble, but with the letter there, you both will probably be communicating that to each other quite strongly. I feel as though you will both be sort of talking through your troubles with love, that kind of a vibe. So communicating about having trouble with aspects of love or romance with this person, and you may actually find that they have the exact same trouble, and so you'll be able to deal with them head on, and really, if you're communicating well. So I feel like there is a strong pull on that communication, like communicating any trouble or tension that you're feeling with this person, any tension that they bring up for you, when we do have that mirroring stuff going on, communicating that with each other, and realizing that you guys are kind of on the same page when it comes to those feelings, I feel. All right, so like I said, that little bit there is pretty straightforward. We also do have the snake coming through. Okay, so you may have quite a lot of concerns about this person being a little bit deceptive. And once again, that I feel as though that's the the trouble that you may pull out of each other, that you both are sort of worried that each other is being deceptive, not completely honest. But there is a really strong sense of passion with this card as well, that does talk about physical desire. So, sex. And so it might be a very physical based connection. All right. But yeah, you may sort of trigger each other a little bit, I feel. Now, how you'll know this person, Leo, we do have the house coming through. So they may be a very family orientated person. They may, I feel like I want to say they may have their own home. They may, have some house issues going on even. But they're going to be quite a secure, stable looking person, quite a family orientated person, I feel, with that. Now, we do have the flowers coming through as well. So they're going to be a very giving person as well. They're going to want to give to this as much as you want to give to this. There may even be physical gifts, okay, coming through. I want to say that for some of you, Leo, the gifts and the house may actually be connected. I'm not saying that this person is going to give you a house. No, not at all. But they may give you something. They may give you like an ornament with a house on it, or something like that. I'm just getting, and like you can see in this house in this deck is the bird house. So it may be like they might even build a bird house for you or something. It feels really random, but I feel as though there is a connection between the house and the gift. So they may be giving you gifts for your house, like house decor, that sort of a thing. They may actually give you their time and energy for your house. So they may even, be a little bit of a handyman type energy, and give, like, help you around the house a lot. Okay, so that's quite an odd message for me to be getting, but that's what's coming through. So, but overall, that flowers is a very giving kind of energy. But we do also have the fox energy coming through. So this person is going to seem quite independent, quite self-sufficient. They're probably going to act very independently. And you may even wonder, like, what's the point of me even being here if you're just over there in your own little foxhole sort of a vibe. Okay. For some of you, this could actually be talking about, like if you're interested in masculine, they could be like a silver fox type person. So they may be a little bit older than you. But they also could be like a salesman type person. All right. So they may have a job where they are involved in sales, where they have to be quite clever and tricky in the way that they do talk. Like they may be like that. like I'm just getting that car salesman vibe. You know, I do get that quite often with the Fox card, that you know, the sort of person that'll say whatever they have to say to get that sale. So you know, that maybe this is how you meet that person. They may actually sell you something. You may meet them on like a car yard type thing or something like that, where you meet a salesperson and that's this person. You know, but it is also somebody who is quite clever and smart. Okay, they think about things quite, you know, whatever they think about things in a way that, you know, protects their self. You know, so they really are a independent kind of person, self-sufficient kind of person. I'm getting. All right, but we'll see what else wants to come out with these clarity cards. Leo's next love connection. Leo's next love connection, please. And I had the Leo card flip over then. So they may be another Leo. But we'll see what else we get. Leo's next love connection, please. I also want to say, Leo, that that also lets us know that, you know, if this person is a very independent person, do not lose yourself in this connection. You are important in this connection as well, okay? Leo's next love connection, please. 2 more. Getting all time frames and star signs here. So we have May and July have come through. So you may have only recently met this person. You know, you may have already met them, or you may be meeting them in July, which, you know, we're running out of July now, aren't we? Is it June or July? It's June, sorry. So you may be meeting them in the next sort of month. Sorry, I can't keep up with even what day it is, let alone the month. All right, but then we also do have November and December coming through. Okay, so that's like Sagittarius season, November and December, that overlap. There may be some important things happening within this connection come, you know, close to Christmas time, or like I said, it could be they could be birth months as well, for sure. But you know, let us know how that resonated for you, Leo. Anyone that comments will go in the draw for that free personal reading. And I do really appreciate every single like and subscribe, guys. It does mean the world to me, being such a small little channel here. But we'll move over to Virgo. How are we, Virgo? Just looking at your next love connection. Virgo's next love connection, please. Okay. So Virgo, we do have firstly the abundance card. Okay, so you may have a lot of options when it comes to love connections, but it does say keep a positive mindset, manifesting exactly what you want, and gratitude and bliss. Okay, but abundance usually does talk about, you know, a lot of. So you may have multiple options on the table. Sorry. We also have the Phoenix coming through. So I feel like this is actually you, Virgo. New phase, rekindling, renewing, transformation, growth, and change mind. You may be in a phase of, you know, transforming yourself, having a lot of self-growth going on for you at the moment, Virgo. Like I said, I do feel like that's you rather than your next connection. Or they may help bring that out in you, kind of a thing. Okay. Next love connection for Virgo, please. Next love connection for Virgo. And how will Virgo know this person? Okay, so firstly we do have the ship, followed by the ring and the moon. Okay, so this next connection, it's definitely got the potential to be a really strong connection for you, Virgo. We do have that ship as well, so that really does talk about, you know, your ships are all coming in, that abundance is coming in for you. All the cargo has been put on board and it's about to set sail straight to you, Virgo. So it can also talk about, yeah, starting a brand new adventure, you know, going on a journey. You may even have to travel in order to meet this person. You may be sort of meeting someone while you're traveling. They may live a little bit away. There may be a bit of distance between you guys. So that does talk about, you know, distance and things like that. It could also just be somebody from overseas, you know, so that they're not originally from the country where you are in, you know, so it could also be that as well. But it is definitely the potential to be a strong connection with that ring coming through. Definitely could lead to marriage if that's what you want. We also do have the moon coming through. Okay, so you're going to look at this person and feel like they are kind of beautiful. They're going to really shine for you, I feel, with that moon. Is quite a beautiful card. And it also does talk about, it's going to be quite an emotional connection as well. Okay, and your intuition is going to be quite strong when it comes to this connection, I feel. You know, you're going to kind of meet this person and you're going to kind of know, this is my next relationship. The intuition is really strong with the moon card, as is emotional stuff. Okay, emotional sensitivities. So the connection is going to be quite emotional as well. Now, how you will know this person, I do have the birds first and foremost. So you're going to sort of have a sense of excitement when you meet this person. You're going to want to sort of talk to them for you know, extended periods of time. I feel, but I feel it's important to note here that, you know, I do also have the key and then the coffin. Okay, so the birds sometimes can talk about you know, grief and that mourning period. And with the coffin there as well, I do feel it's important to mention, Virgo, that you may know that this is the person, because they may actually tell you that they're in mourning. They've had a loss. They've had, you know, a death in the family or friends or something in the past, that they're still not quite, you know, they're still dealing with that a little bit as well. So that's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you, that's exactly how you're going to know that this is that person. All right, but you know, for everyone, with that birds though, you know, it can talk about like a lot of phone calls. This person might be this sort of person that wants to call you rather than text or whatever. But we also have the key as well. So that really does talk about success. They're probably going to be a successful person. They're probably going to be the sort of person that doors open for them no matter where they go. Okay. They may sort of recently have sort of bought a home or moved into a new home as well with that key. But I am sort of seeing, yeah, with that coffin, that does normally talk about, you know, death and rebirth. I am feeling as though there is some sort of something that has sort of ended in the past for them that is still going to be impacting this person a little bit. So whether that's an actual death that is still impacting this person, or whether it's just something that has ended for them, you're definitely going to know about that, because they're going to, you know, tell you about that, I feel. But with that coffin, they're kind of ready to get into that new phase and sort of have that rebirth period of, you know, I can sort of open my eyes to love all over again, kind of a vibe coming through. The coffin really does talk about that rebirth as well. So, you know, endings bringing new beginnings. So this person really is going to be probably talking about something that has ended in the past, or there was an actual death for this person in the past, but they're kind of going to be saying at the same time, but I'm ready for my new beginnings now. I'm ready to sort of get involved in life again. All right, so that's going to be how you know that person. But we'll get some of the extra clarity for you, Virgo. Next love connection for Virgo, please. Next love connection for Virgo, please. Okay, so we do have May and February are coming out. So they may be important birth months, or you know, important months where things have happened or are going to happen between you and this person. We also have C and D. So, you know, for some of you, these may not even be initials. That might just be talking about a CD is somehow important in this connection. I don't know, but take it as it resonates, guys. Or you know, C or D could be somebody's initials. I also have the letter X. Okay, so I do want to say, like, you know, X a lot of the time can actually talk about an X being somewhat important to this connection. So I just, you know, or, you know, X is not a very common initial. You know, it could also be, you know, like X marks the spot. You feel like you've won some sort of treasure when you meet this person. Okay, quite interesting there. It could mean a lot of things, but, you know, it could also just be a confirmation for you as well, Virgo. If you do see the letter X or words that start with X, quite frequently in the next few days, you will kind of know that there was something in this reading that was for you. Okay. That's what I've got for you, Virgo. Make sure you leave me a comment or like and subscribe to the channel. You know, every single like and subscribe really does mean the world to me. We are just a super small channel, so I do really appreciate your support. Okay, so moving over to Libra. How are we, Libra? Just looking today at your next love connection. Next love connection for Libra. Okay, firstly, we have the coffee cup. So that's meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. So talking about, you know, getting out and meeting new people at the moment. So you might be sort of dating around, meeting a few different people and seeing who you click with, that kind of a thing. So you may definitely be meeting this person soon for a coffee, or one or both of you maybe like me and loves their coffee, and you know, might be something you both have in common. But we also do have love call. So someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So if you are meeting a few different people at the moment, Libra, you know, someone definitely is going to be giving you that call and calling it and saying, look, I really like you. I think we should date. I feel as though maybe we should meet for another coffee so I can tell you how I feel about you. It feels like definitely wanting to let you know that they quite like you. Okay. Next love connection for Libra. And how will Libra know who this person is? How will Libra know this person, please? Okay, so firstly, we do have the woman coming out there. So, you know, if you yourself are a feminine, it reminds us to be quite nurturing and you know, open with our emotions. Okay, but you know, there is also that aspect that you may be meeting this person through a female friend or through, you know, a mother figure, those kinds of things as well. So you may actually be meeting them through somebody. Else. You may be out for coffee with a friend, you know, a female friend, and then you meet this person, kind of a thing as well. But I am feeling for majority of you. Next, we do have the bear, which does talk about, you know, protective, nurturing, loving kind of energy. So it kind of does remind us to, you know, not be overprotective of ourselves, of our emotions, you know, not to the point of being defensive or overprotective, but, you know, do, you know, still be protective of yourself, of course, but do so in a strong, powerful manner, rather, and a nurturing manner, rather than, you know, being overprotective or defensive of your feelings. Okay, so it's just letting us know that we do need to make sure we're you know, having boundaries, but not to the point where we're defensive against these people, because we are also seeing that snake energy coming through Libra. So it is definitely you know, I feel as though that's you being, you know, overprotective because you are worried that this person is deceiving you in some way. You know, it's kind, I'm getting this kind of image of this bear trying to attack somebody, even though they're not actually being deceptive. So I feel like the bear is worried that they're deceiving them, but but they're not actually doing that. They do have a very strong physical desire there for you. So it may be a very physical connection to start with, rather than, emotionally intimate, because I feel as though that's you, Libra, protecting your emotions just a little bit too much and trying to keep it on just that physical level, but it definitely does have a lot of passion and desire there between the two of you. But, with that love call, they're going to tell you anyway that, I really like you and I don't want us to be just physical. I want more. They're going to want that emotion from you as well. And you're going to know this person because, they're going to tell you that they want a relationship with you. We do firstly have that ring coming out, and that they're going to tell you that they want to have a relationship with you. So that's a pretty obvious way to know, isn't it? But we also have that ring, the key coming out. So that does mean that, you're going to know that they may be quite successful. They may be the sort of person that, no matter where they go, doors just open for them. They're definitely going to be a successful type person. They may be like a businessman, businesswoman type of person. And they may, with that ring there as well, they may even be involved in some sort of career that involves marriage or rings. That just for some of you, not for all of you, but for some of you that may resonate. They may be like a marriage celebrant, or they work at a jeweler's or something like that. Just for one or two of you, okay. But then we also do have this mouse energy coming through. So once again, we're seeing that coffee cup imagery, okay? This time with the little mice on there, but the mice generally does talk about things that are eating away at you, things that loss in the past that's eating away at you. But I feel as though you're going to be able to talk about this. And actually, I feel like it's coming from them more than anything. They're going to talk to you about losses they've experienced in the past and things that do eat away at them a little bit. And that's going to be their coffee cup conversation. We did see that coffee cup up the top there. So, we've got that double coffee cup imagery there. So, they're gonna sort of tell you. They're gonna be very open. I feel this person does feel like they're very, very open about their emotions and their feelings and their past as well. Okay, so they're going to actually tell you about their past losses and the things that sort of keep them up at night as well. So quite interesting. But we'll get a couple of the extra clarity for you there. Libra, next love connection for Libra. Getting a lot of star signs and months here, Libra. Okay, so we have got March and June. So you may have already met this person, or you may be meeting them sort of very soon, or something important has happened in March or June. We also have here Gemini and Cancer, as well as Virgo. Okay, so Virgo season is coming up, and we're about to run it. We've just swapped over, or we're about to swap over into Cancer from Gemini. So definitely could be meeting this person very, very soon for a lot of you. But otherwise, one or both of us may have important placements in Gemini, Cancer, or Virgo as well. All right, so that's what I've got for you today, Libra. Make sure you leave a comment and let me know if that resonated for you. And may not resonate as of yet anyway. We are looking at future energy. But I really do appreciate every single like and subscribe. We are just a super small channel, so obviously would love to grow the community a little bit so that everyone that needs to hear these messages are getting them. But we'll move over to Scorpio. How are we, Scorpio? Just looking today at your next love connection. Next love connection for Scorpio. Okay, firstly, we do have the talking card. Okay, so that says interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, and hoovering. We also have the snake energy. Okay, so that says competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, and the other woman. Okay, so straight away I'm feeling, Scorpio, that whoever your next connection is, they are actually going to be telling you about this snake energy. They, with the talking there as well, it feels like that may even be, for some of you, it may even be like something that you both have in common, that you've both sort of had this snake energy in the past, with where or, you know, uh, either way, I can't get a quite pin on that, sorry, but um either way, they're going to be talking to you about this sort of energy. They may be worried that you have somebody else in mind and asking you about that. But with that talking coming through quite strong, they're going to actually be talking to you about that energy and finding out what's going on, or you're talking to them about that and saying, like, excuse me, do you have a third party, or what's going on? Why? They may even try to put you into like that vibe of competition, like, do you know what I mean? Like when you start dating someone, you start talking to someone, and they're trying to like pit you against these other people that you don't even know, being like, oh well, I've got a few people that want to date me at the moment, so if you want to date me, you better get in quick. Like, I'm getting that kind of energy coming through. Quite odd. But with that talking energy, I would be saying, call them out. Call them out on that and talk to them about that, and why do you feel the need to act that way or whatever. Okay, it's just a bit odd. Okay, Scorpio, next love connection for Scorpio, please. How will Scorpio know this person? How will Scorpio know this person? Okay, Scorpio, you probably saw that weird little face I just gave you guys. You guys got the ring coming out first and foremost. So this next connection, it definitely has the possibility to be a super strong connection. Sometimes with the ring, if marriage is something that you're after, this definitely will have that possibility to be a long-term connection. Okay, so definitely a strong connection between you and this person. I'm also seeing the anchor coming through. So, whatever is weighing one or the other of you down about the past, you're actually going to feel so secure and stable in this connection as compared to past connections. It's going to be very secure and stable. They're going to be like your anchor, holding you still while the storm rages on through, kind of a vibe. So they're going to hold you in place while whenever anything negative happens, they're going to be like the rock that you cling to, kind of a vibe. They are going to be quite stable and secure. This relationship is going to be quite stable. Okay, so it's definitely a positive coming through there. We also have the snake energy, and I'm just getting, once again, we did have that snake coming through with those oracles to start with, as a potential, concern. But then this snake is actually not concerning me at all. Okay, so that the only thing is, side note, that it may still be weighing them down about this past snake energy. That may still be just sort of weighing on them a little heavily. But this particular connection, I feel as though it's going to start off really strong physical. Okay, it's going to start off as a physical connection. It's going to be very physically intimate. A lot of passion and desire for each other. Okay, so I feel I'm not really feeling any of the negative coming through with this little snake here. It's just feeling like stable passion, stable and secure desire for each other, kind of like that vibe of, you know, oh, I desire this person so much that all of a sudden all that competition has just dropped away, because they are the only one I'm passionate towards now, the only ones that I desire. So it is going to be quite physical, though I'm feeling that coming through really strong with that. And you're going to know who this person is first and foremost, because you are going to absolutely adore them. With that heart coming through, it's going to be quite romantic. Okay, they are going to be bringing romance to your door. We do have the ship energy as well, so that's them like sailing straight on towards you with a lot of love and romance. Okay, so it's kind of that energy. It's like there may be a little hesitancy at first because of that snake energy sitting in those oracles and in the past for you or this person. That, you know, I feel like that's more past energy. You guys are talking that through, and then it's just heading into this like stable thing. So with that, it could also be, you know, like starting off as a friends with benefits kind of a thing too, but then the next thing you know, this person's going to be going, I know we were supposed to just be friends with benefits, but I'm in love with you. So you're going to know, you're really going to know. This person's going to tell you. I feel that they're going to tell you, like, I want a relationship with you. I love you, kind of a vibe. That this talking element is coming through really strong. I feel as though they are going to be very open with the way they talk to you about their emotions towards you. Okay. So that's always a positive thing, in my opinion. But then with that ship, you know, they could be at a bit of a distance from you. You guys could be traveling towards each other, you know, having to travel to see each other. Also, you know, traveling together, it could just be talking about, you know, it's going to feel like a brand new adventure in your life. You know, it could be somebody from overseas as well. They may, you know, or they could be interested in boats. For some of you, it could just be somebody that has a boat or likes to go out boating, those kinds of things. It's a bit random, but you know, it definitely could be somebody who has some affiliation with boating. All right. And then we have the tree energy coming out as well, Scorpio. So this person is really going to bring new sides of yourself out. They're really going to make you feel like you are, you know, growing and learning a lot more about yourself. It's that, you know, and it's kind of feeling like, you know, with the tree, sometimes it can talk about feeling like you have a soul connection with this person as well, that they're part of your, you know, your support network, because, you know, trees, their roots do grow down and connect with all the other trees. And so it's kind of that vibe of, you know, you feeling like you've known this person before, that you're feeling like you're connected to this person, you know, that your branches have kind of twisted and grown together as well. So that is a card about your self-care and your self-growth. So, you know, don't forget to look after yourself in this process as well. But you know, I am getting quite strongly that it's gonna feel like it's growing really quickly, and that you are growing as a person with this person. You know, it's gonna feel like they are helping you grow as a person as well. All right, but we'll get a couple of the clarification cards there. Next love connection for Scorpio. Next love connection for Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. So straight away we've got Scorpio has come on out. So this person may also be a Scorpio or have strong Scorpio placements as well. Or otherwise it could just be, you know, you coming through in your own reading, of course. We also have August and January. So these may be important birth months, or things are happening within time, like, you know, something may have happened in January. You may have met this person already and begun this physical connection in January. But, you know, come August, I feel as though we're really looking at this heart coming through, this love coming through August. So that's not really that far away, only a few months. So We've got that there. We also have the letter L has come through, as well as the letter X. Now, I do sometimes find it important to mention with the letter X that, that we could definitely be looking at an X. So that could be that first initial snake energy coming through might be in their X, might have caused some dramas or might try to cause some dramas. But they're going to talk that through with you one way or the other. But I actually feel for you, Scorpio, that X may actually be an important initial. I know there's not many, and like many names that begin with X, but they may have an X like somewhere in their name. And, X is a letter that kind of stands out, right? So, yeah, I'm just feeling that it may actually be somebody's name has an X in it for you, Scorpio. And I don't normally say that with the X card. So that's quite interesting. But I'm just trying to think of some X names. All I can think of like what Xavier has an X, and like I know a young child called Jax that ends with the X. So it could have an X in the name, or it could be part of their surname or something like that. I honestly cannot think of any other X names. Okay, so it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird of one to find as an actual name, but that's what I'm getting. I sort of tell you what I'm getting, guys. So that's what we've got. But leave me a comment or a like and subscribe. I do really appreciate it, guys. But moving over to Sagittarius. How are we, Sagittarius? Sorry about the weird intro there. I just had to pause for a drink. It's getting to be quite a long reading. I'm up to an hour and a half now. So, all right. But getting straight on into it. Next love connection for Sagittarius. Next love connection for Sagittarius, please. Okay, we do have paradise coming through. So that does say happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, and enjoying each other. So definitely going to be looking at a positive connection, I feel here. We also have the coffee cup coming through, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. You may not have met this person as of yet. You may be sort of dating at the moment and just meeting people. But or you may. I'm finding with the coffee cup energy, a lot of the time it does talk about, meeting someone through friends. Like you may be out and about with friends, having a coffee with friends, and then you actually meet one of their friends, or you meet somebody randomly at the coffee shop, or all those sorts of things, as well can be with that coffee cup energy. But we'll see what wants to come out for you there, Sagittarius. Next love connection for our Sagittarians. Okay, and how will Sagittarius know who this person is, please? Okay, and I'm just gonna grab one more for each of those. Next love connection for Sagittarius. Please just clarify the next love connection for Sagittarius, please. And how will Sagittarius know this person, please? Please clarify. How will Sagittarius know this person? Okay, so this next connection, Sagittarius, we do have the clover. So, you do have some short-term luck coming through. It is sort of looking like this may be occurring in the short term, this coffee cup kind of vibe where you're meeting this person. So I feel like you might meet them soon, and it's going to feel like you're taking a bit of a risk by giving this person a chance. So it's going to be someone you're giving a chance to, rather than someone that you straight away definitely know, oh yes, this is my person. It's going to feel like you're kind of, oh, I'm just going to take a chance on this person. I'm going to, why not? It might feel like it's a bit of a risk. They may, I do find sometimes, there may be some external issues with this person. Like, they may have a bit of a gambling issue, or some sort of addiction issue. And so that's why it may feel like it's a big sort of risk to take a chance on this person. I don't feel as though that's going to sort of impact you negatively. I have clarified the connection with that's what clarified the heart there. So we're definitely looking at a loving type connection, a romantic connection. It's definitely got that positive element, clarifying all that. And the clover definitely is a super positive energy. I am just getting this kind of vibe that I do need to let you know that, this person may actually have some things that you're not really aware of, because I have got that followed up with the Tower and then the Sun. All right, so these issues maybe in the past with the Tower coming through, they may be past issues. So this person may even say to you, like, look, I had a gambling problem in the past. I had some sort of addiction in the past. So making sure you're setting up strong foundations with this connection, and making sure you're allowing time to yourself as well, to really think things through. And, that Tower card, it sometimes really does talk about just having a bit of solitude every now and then to make sure you are, happy with how this is progressing and whatnot. Okay, because with that Sun card, that does sort of have a lot of happiness with it, a lot of warmth and happiness. Like I said, we've clarified with that Heart card as well. So I don't know why I am getting this, somewhat vibe coming through with that Clover, and also a little bit from that Sun, that there's things that need to be revealed, things that haven't quite come to light. So there may be some things that come to light within this connection that just make you do sort of pause a little bit and need to take some solitude, and really think things through. But overall, it does feel very, blessed and lucky and happy. With that Heart as well, loving and romantic. It does feel very positive, but it just feels as though there may be some things come to light that, you may feel that they're like a little bit red flaggy. And so it really does feel like you feel like you're taking a big risk investing in this person. I don't feel as though it is a risk. I feel like it's pretty solid, that it's pretty, pretty positive, and that it's not actually as big of a risk as you are imagining it to be. But it may just feel like that to you, which, you can't sort of help those things, can you? But then when it comes to how you will actually know this person, this may be why you're feeling like there is a bit of a risk there, because we are firstly seeing the Snake energy, followed by the Whip. Okay, so what might come to light? Might be how you know this person is they may actually deceive you in some way that sort of causes tension or trouble between the two of you, some sort of drama or opposition, that may sort of start. They may lie to you about something, I feel like, and it may be something to do with, sexual stuff, because they may be actually sorry. The Snake also does talk about them being a very physically attractive person, that you're very desirous towards this person. You have a lot of passion on a physical sense towards this person. But I am feeling that, especially with that Whip there, that there is just something that they may lie to you about something. It may be something on a physical connection level, that gives you pause. All right, so they like, it might not even be a bad lie. It might just be one of them little lies that they're kind of in denial sort of lie, like they're deceiving themselves more than you, but it causes some tension for you, you know, or they may be someone who beats themselves up a lot about things, and maybe that's what's going on here, but they're in denial about the fact that they beat themselves up a lot, and they just cause their own trouble, but to themselves. um, it's a weird one. It's a bit of a weird one, but that as a trait of how you're going to know them. You know, I feel like they might be lying to themselves a little bit about the fact that, you know, there's this heart here. They may actually be trying to tell themselves and tell you, in effect, that no, this is just a physical connection. It's just a physical connection. But really, there's a lot more to it than that. And maybe that's why um, it feels like a big risk taking this person on, because they may be in a little bit of player mindset where you know, they're a bit like, no, I'm just a player, I just want the physical, and really, no, there's a lot more to it than that. All right. Because we do have here the cross energy as well. So um, I am feeling that cross energy, sometimes it can talk about, you know, burdens, but I'm not feeling that. I am just feeling that that's talking about, you know, you having faith in this connection. You know, you will just have faith in this person, in this connection, and you're kind of not going to know why. Even when you want to not have faith in this person, you still will. You know, there may be a spiritual connection between the two of you. You know, you may have very similar religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs, and that's part of the connection as well. It may be a very spiritual based connection. This can talk about, you know, a destined type connection that really does feel like it's sort of, you know, you're destined to be with this person. And I got that clarified there with how you're going to know this person is that abundance card. Okay, so once again, I'm getting that player vibe. They're going to come across as a player, like with the fish and the snake. I, they're going to come across as a player, but they're hiding a lot about their true love heart, like their true heart. I feel like that's what they're hiding. That's what they need to reveal to you, is that they actually have a lot of emotional love and romantic feelings towards you. So this person is kind of hiding themselves as a bit of a player, but you guys are going to have this really deep connection, that it will actually, you know, it's going to feel like you're taking a bit of a risk on this connection, but I feel like it's got the solid foundations there, so it definitely could become abundant in other ways. Okay, and they may also be, you know, wealthy. All right, that may just be talking about someone who is wealthy, all right, because that is a financial card. So someone who is, you know, financially well off and has a lot of abundance in their life, you know, in one way or another. But I am feeling that's that player energy coming through. So they may be coming across as a bit of a player, especially when you first meet them. I think that might be why, you know, you're a bit like, this person's trouble because they are just a player. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting there, Sagittarius, but we'll get you some extra clarification. Next love connection for Sagittarius, please. Next love connection for Sagittarius. Okay, so we do have January and May have both come out. So you may have already met this person just recently, but also, you know, January or May may be important placements with, you know, star sign placements, birth month placements. So January or May, or you know, I feel like for some of you, you may actually find yourself in this connection with this person and not actually seeing that true deep love revealed until January. All right. So for one or two of you, that's what I'm kind of getting, is that, you know, you may find yourself in this connection with somebody, and then it's not actually, you know, until January that you actually understand that there's a bit more, you know, love than you thought originally. It may start off as just like a friends with benefits kind of thing. All right. I also do have the letter P, the letter D and the letter G. Okay, so they may be important initials for your person, or yourself, of course, as well. But that's what I've got for you today, Sagittarius. Leave me a comment and you'll go in the draw for that free personal reading. But I always really do appreciate every single like and subscribe, guys. We are just a super small channel, so I'm really hoping to expand just a little bit so we can get those messages out to everybody that does need to hear them. Okay. All right, so we'll move over to Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. How are we today? Sorry about that weird intro. I just had to have a pause to have a drink. Okay, we're looking at your next love connection. Okay, so next love connection for Capricorn. Next love connection for Capricorn, please. Okay, so Capricorn, I do feel like we've got some past energy coming through here. We do have the golden mirror, okay? So that does say self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. All right, so not the best energy to be starting off with. But then we also have the sunglasses. Okay, so watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. So whoever this person from the past was, you're going to know straight away who that is. It may have been a one-sided relationship, and a self-absorbed, narcissistic type person. They're watching you at the moment, and focusing on you, Capricorn. So we'll see what comes out of that, because I am asking for your next love connection. So somehow this past, I am feeling that that's a past energy. I feel as though somehow this is affecting your next relationship. So even if you're getting into a brand new connection, and we'll see what comes out, but even if it's a brand new connection, this is still going to be affecting you, Capricorn, this past connection. Okay, so if we do have a past connection that that they may be trying to mess with a new connection. We'll see what comes out for you, Capricorn. It's a little bit concerning. I will, I'm not going to lie. Okay, next love connection for Capricorn, please. Next love connection for Capricorn. Okay, so just one more to clarify, please. Just one more to clarify, please. Next love connection for Capricorn. All right, and how will Capricorn know who this is? How will Capricorn know this person? How will Capricorn know this person? And one more to clarify. How will Capricorn know this person? Okay, so Capricorn, I think we may be looking at some past energy coming back around. Maybe not what we want to hear at the moment, Capricorn. But what I am seeing here with this next connection, it's starting off with a bit of strife. Like I did say, even if this is a brand new connection, we're still being affected by that past stuff. All right. So, bringing trouble and tension around us, a bit of drama, challenges, with the whip energy there. This also could just talk about, beating yourself up a lot, about things that have happened in the past and bringing that into a new connection. All right. So for some of you, this is going to be a past connection coming back around. I can't deny that's the energy I'm seeing here. But we do also have the fox energy. So this is you kind of curled up in your little foxhole, being very independent, having to set very clear boundaries within this connection, having to, look out for yourself. Number one, focus on your own survival, Capricorn. It is a very independent energy. It is a very, that salesman type of energy where, someone may actually be saying what they think you want to hear. Um, you know, Part of me just wants to redraw all these cards straight away, and focus on positive stuff. I will draw some extra cards for us in a moment, Capricorn, but um, once again, it could just be you beating yourself up a little bit, and sort of hiding away from the world at the moment, telling yourself what you need to hear to get through to the next day. We also have the moon energy. So that's talking about, emotions at the forefront, emotional sensitivity. There is a sense of beauty and luck with that card, but I am just feeling that emotions coming through, following your intuition. And at the moment, your intuition is telling you to curl up in this little fox ball and not letting anyone in, kind of a vibe. We do also have the birds coming through. So, I do feel as though this is you just grieving things, still mourning the past a little bit. So, I wish I could say that I am seeing a positive, beautiful connection coming through, but you are just, this energy is like you still have the past heavy on your mind, Capricorn, and it's going to be overtaking any new connection possibilities at the moment. You're very much in this fox energy, emotional, still mourning things that have happened in the past, still grieving things that have happened in the past, still beating yourself up over things that have happened in the past. So, but when it comes to how will you know who this next connection is? I did clarify that with the tower. So that shows us that it's likely someone from the past. It could also be somebody older than you, or somebody who is like outright telling you they want to build new foundations with you. They may work at some sort of like government institutional type building, like a library or a school or an actual tower. Okay, so that could be a career related thing. They to show you who this person is. They could actually work at a tower or live in a house that looks like a tower. That may not resonate for everybody, but that's what I've got. And we also have the fish here. Okay, so there is an abundance around you at the moment. This person is abundant. They may be a wealthy person. They may have wealth in a lot of other manners. They may also be a player energy coming through. That fish sometimes does talk about, lots of fish in the sea. So this person may actually be a little bit of a player energy. They may once again, I can't get past this feeling that it's somebody from the past, Capricorn. Um, we also have the dog energy coming through. So the dog really does talk about, friendship and loyalty. They may be coming across as someone who wants to be your friend, and they want to be loyal to you and supportive and compassionate towards you. Not saying that they aren't those things, but, with the other cards that we are seeing, take it as it resonates, I suppose, guys. But the dog is like that loyal, supportive friend, that wants to be there for you and look after you, and have that strong friendship with you. So the dog energy is actually a very sort of playful little puppy energy. Like they may have those beautiful puppy dog eyes that you can't resist. But we also have the stork. Okay, so this is all happening for a reason. Okay, this is coming out for a reason. So, like I said, even if this is a new connection, these feelings are coming up for a reason. They're there to stir up the new changes for you. Okay, the stork really does talk about new beginnings. Okay, so if this is someone from the past, they maybe have changed. There is a new beginning there on the table, that they're maybe even just telling you, look, I want a new beginning. But at the end of the day, free will exists, Capricorn, and you do not have to take this person back. If this is the energy you're dealing with when it comes to this person, you do not have to take this person back at all. Okay, they may just be coming back to stir up some change in your life, and just stir up some new energy and bring totally new things through for you. Okay. um like I said, I'm going to draw you a couple of extra cards, okay? Because we want to see Capricorn's next love. We want the positive energy. We want the positive next love connection, please. Positive next love connection for our Capricorns, please. It won't show me anything, Capricorn. We've got the clouds and then the mice. So it's literally you're overthinking. You're still stuck in your thoughts about this loss. It's eating away at you. This lot. It's the past energy all over again. I'm sorry, Capricorn. I'll grab you a couple of the clarity cards. Please check your moon sign. Hopefully that resonates with the actual new for you. You guys are the first people. Okay, we have a V coming through. You are the first sign that has gotten so much past, and it won't let me see anything other than this past energy. I'm sorry, Capricorn. Like I said, part of me wants to just redraw this whole thing and start all over, but obviously it's coming out for a reason, and you need to be aware of this for a reason. So, okay. Next love connection for Capricorn, please. Next love connection for Capricorn. Okay, so we have August coming through, so that's not very far away. This person may be coming back around in August. We also have December, so I know for a lot of you Capricorns, that's probably your own birth month, unless you're a January Capricorn. Something important may have happened in this connection in December, or December is somehow important. We also have, like I said, V. We also have Z, like V and Z. Not many names start with a V or a Z. Okay, so straight away, I do have also the letter U. Once again, not many names starting with these letters. The U, I want to just say, focus on you, Capricorn. Just not even going to initial that one. I'm just going to say focus on you, Capricorn. You first, okay? We did see that fox energy up there, which is independence and self-survival. So focus on yourself, Capricorn. Don't worry about all this going on. Don't beat yourself up about anything. Be wary maybe of this potential comeback around. But focus on yourself, number one, okay, Capricorn. But with the Z and the V, I will just say, okay, if you see words starting with a Z or a V, or you see the letter Z or the letter V, a couple of times in the next few days, and it kind of sticks in your mind, please take that as just confirmation that there was something in this reading for you, even though it's not what I'm not happy with this myself. Take it as it resonates, guys, and that's what I have for you, Capricorn. If you do see a Z or a V reoccurring, or words starting with Z or V reoccurring in the next few days, you kind of do know that there was something here for you to take out of that message. All right. Just like I said, Capricorn, free will exists, and you do not have to deal with this. Okay, especially with that golden mirror, it literally has the word narcissist on there. I don't really like talking about the whole narcissist paradigm, but if that's what you're dealing with, Capricorn, and then stalking and gaslighting, like if that's what you're dealing with, you do not have to accept that, and you do not have to accept that. Okay, do not have to accept that at all. All right, so free will exists. You can walk the other way. All right, it might just be a warning for some of you out there. Okay, so I am very sorry, Capricorn, but please check your moon sign, your Venus or your rising as well if you want to. But I do find with the way that I read, usually the moon signs are the next port of call. All right. Once again, I am sorry, Capricorn, but hopefully we can see some better energy for our next reading coming through for you, all right? But for now, moving over to Aquarius. How are we, Aquarius? Looking at your next love connection. Next love connection for Aquarius, please. Okay. So first of all, we do have the Cupid's arrow coming through. So that one does say, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting, and hesitation. All right, so you might be a little bit hesitant to jump on into anything, but we'll see what else wants to come out for you today. We also have the I like you card. Okay, so someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun flirting, and wanting to date. Very interesting. See, have faith. Love is coming. I love that message for you guys, Aquarius. All right. Next love connection for Aquarius. Next love connection for Aquarius, please. Okay. And how will Aquarius know this person? How will Aquarius know this person, please? And just wanted to clarify that last card there, please. Just wanted to clarify that last card, please. Okay, so this next connection, we do have the fish coming through strong. Okay, so that may mean that you actually have a lot of choices with this next connection. You might actually have more than one person headed towards you offering a connection. All right, but otherwise, this next connection is going to be very full of abundance for you. So there's also you know, with this card, there is that aspect of wealth and finance. So it may be a very financial type connection where, you know, you maybe meet somebody through some sort of financial thing, or you actually, you know, find that your finances actually start improving. They might be able to help you with your finances and bring some extra abundance to the table for you. So it definitely is going to be an abundant connection one way or another. There may be a lot of different forms of abundance as well. We also have the tree. Okay, so sometimes this does talk about, you know, like that that soul connection a little bit as well, but most of the time it is just that self-care, making sure you are looking after yourself in the meantime. This connection will actually help you grow and you know, look after yourself in a lot of ways that you maybe aren't at the moment, or haven't been, or just helping you grow, even in ways that you aren't aware of. Okay, so it's quite a positive connection I can see there. We also have the star card. Okay, so this connection, it really is going to feel like your wishes coming true. You know, there's going to be a big sense of all your dreams coming true, especially with that abundance as well. I feel like we're going to be looking at a lot of different wishes being fulfilled for you when this connection sort of takes off. You may find that, you know, it's kind of like everything all happens at once, and all your wishes start coming true all at once. So it may be the person that you've wished upon a star for as well. But definitely feeling a bit of a celestial input on that one too. But with that Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming. You know, they've got that celestial vibe going for you today. And we also have the dog. This is how you're going to know this person. They're going to, you know, it's going to be a solid connection based in friendship. They're going to be very supportive and loyal and compassionate. All those things, all those beautiful attributes that, you know, we rely on our friends for. This person is really going to be like your best friend, as well. You know, as well as that loving connection. It's going to be a connection of friendship and support. So that's definitely lovely. They may have those big, beautiful puppy dog eyes for you as well. It might be that physical physical puppy dog eyes headed your way. We also have the Sun. Okay, so this person is going to be a happy person. They're definitely going to be a happy person, and they'll shed light on things for you. I feel with that tree up there as well, we do see they're going to shed light on how you can be more abundant, how you can grow yourself. So they're really going to shed light on things for you, and it's definitely just going to be, they're just going to be like a happy, positive person with that Sun card. And then we do have the crossroads, which was actually clarified with the ring. Okay, so you're going to know this person because they're going to make it known that they're deciding on the relationship, or they're choosing this relationship. They may be sort of mentioning to you that they've got a few different paths they can walk, a few different choices that they can make, but they choose you. They choose the relationship. So I feel like the choices may not be like it. I don't feel like it's other relationships. I feel like it's like that sort of thing. It's like where, oh, I need to choose whether I'm going to move away or whether I'm going to stay here so I can be with you. And they're going to choose to be, like, they're going to choose to stay with you, sort of a vibe. So whatever the choices they're making them, out of what's best for the relationship with you. But these choices feel like external stuff, like external to the relationship choices. And that's just going to be how you know that this is the person that we're talking about today, that they are choosing the relationship over, other choices that they may have, externally, like work or travel or things like that. They may be, choosing to stick with you instead of going with what they're told by others or whatever. Okay. But we'll grab you a couple of clarity cards. Next love connection for Aquarius, please. Next love connection for Aquarius. Okay, so we do have October and January. So October and January may be important months, birth months, or things will be happening in those months. October's still a little while away, but have faith, love is coming. We did see that. And obviously January, there may have been some things that have happened for you in January that are impacting, I feel like it might be for your person. So some of these choices that they're having to make, they may have actually been having to make choices in January that are actually affecting future connections. I don't know how that makes sense, but that's what I'm getting. All right, but that January and October may be somehow important to the connection, as are Pisces and Cancer. All right, so Pisces and Cancer. So we do find they may be important signs for one of you. You may actually be on the cusp of Pisces yourself. So, take that as it resonates. You may have, one of you may have important placements in Cancer or Pisces. And I also have the letter M. Okay, so one of you may have an important M initial. All right, so, but remembering this is a collective reading, so if it doesn't resonate for you, leave it for the next person. Also check your moon sign as well. But if you do leave a comment on one of my videos, you will go in the draw for that free personal reading. So I really do appreciate every single like and subscribe. It means the world to me, guys, so thank you. All right, so moving over to Pisces. How are we, Pisces? Just looking today at your next love connection. Next love connection for Pisces. Next love connection for Pisces, please. Okay, so we do firstly have the date card coming through. Meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, planning and setting a date. Okay, we also have separation. So that does say sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. All right, so I do feel as though um, this possibly could be past energy. So I'm feeling that these may be separate, that you may have recently gone through a separation, Pisces, and you only just sort of getting back out there now, ready to start dating or meeting somebody new. And they are sort of thinking about you and unsure of the future with you, and they may still have some sort of an impact on new connections that you're making as well. But if that is in regard to this original date card, it could just be talking about meeting someone, and then for some reason they have to like travel, and then all of a sudden they're like, but I miss Pisces. I don't want to travel. I want to go back. I'm unsure where this is going to go if I don't get the chance to actually date Pisces. And if we're going to be separated as soon as we've met, kind of a vibe. So it definitely could be that as well, but we'll see what comes out with the lenormand. Next love connection for Pisces, please. Next love connection for Pisces. And just one for clarity. Next love connection for Pisces. Can I just get clarity on that, please? Okay. And how will Pisces know who this is? How will Pisces know who this is? How will Pisces know this person, please? Okay, and just one to clarify. How will Pisces know who this person is, please? Okay, well, straight away you'll know who this person is, because the ring, though, will tell you that they want a relationship with you. So I'm just going to put that out there straight away, Pisces. But this connection, okay, it does look like it has the potential to bring around a lot of joy and happiness for you. That is the child card, okay? So it's like seeing things through the eyes of a child, and it's like new beginnings, brand new beginnings. Okay, so and that was followed by the crossroads. Okay, so it's kind of letting me know that it's you're going to have the choice to start this new beginning. um you know I feel as though for some of you, this choice is going to be whether you want to take back somebody from the past. But if that's a past person, they're a little bit immature. So, but I feel as though the choice that you're going to be making, Pisces, is this new beginning, this childlike energy, this sense of amazement that the world can bring so much joy. And I choose joy and happiness. I choose to see the wonder in love in the world. And I'm deciding that I want, to be free and independent like a child, rather than, I don't feel as though you're going to be choosing any past energy that's feeling like, you've grown past that, I feel. So just for a couple of you, that may be sort of considering choosing, a past energy, I feel as though you have actually grown past that, and it's too mature for what you are, Pisces. You hear Pisces are this beautiful sense of freedom and joy in the world, and I feel like you will choose that. You will choose to find your joy, and find your sense of amazement and your sense of wonder, your sense of adventure. Okay, so I do feel as though that's the choices we're looking at for some of the Pisces there. Um, but other Pisces, you know, even if you are looking at brand new options, it is just that choice as to whether you want to give to these connections or not. You may have more than one option on the table. I'm just intuitively feeling you may be actually presented with more than one choice when it comes to your next connection. But the flowers there is a very giving energy. Okay, so it's talking about equal give and take. You know, so you will want to give to this connection as much as they want to give to this connection. They may even actually give you some physical gifts as well. So just for one or two of you, yeah, you may be getting some physical gifts or wanting to give some physical gifts within this connection. And then that's been clarified by the dog card. Okay, so the dog is the card of friendship. So you may actually be starting this connection just as friends, but they're going to be a super supportive and loyal energy for you, and that's, I feel, when it's you're choosing to progress it further. So that, once again, with that crossroads card, could be that choice, is choosing to progress the friendship to something more. You know, looking at it with innocent eyes and seeing that, hang on, this person is super loyal and supportive and nurturing of me, that, you know, we've already got this lovely friendship, and I kind of want to give a little bit more to that and see where it goes. So definitely interesting connection there. It may definitely be starting in friendship between the two of you. But you will know who this person is, because first and foremost, we do have that cross card coming through. So there is definitely going to be some sort of spiritual connection between the two of you. You may have very similar beliefs. You may have similar, like, religious or spiritual beliefs that connect you guys quite strongly. But ultimately, this is just going to feel like some sort of destined connection between the two of you. Now, this person also is going to be a bit of a bear energy. Okay, so that is the bear. So that does talk about somebody who is, you know, quite strong and powerful, but also, you know, they're a very protective person, to the point where they can be a little bit overprotective and even defensive, you know, but they are going to be, you know, quite strong, independent as well. But I just keep wanting to say strong and powerful. So they're definitely going to be, you know, like a strong, powerful presence. And that's sort of going to be one of the indications to you that this is this person. But I do feel as though that bear energy is hiding this whip energy just a little bit there. We do have the whip broom energy there, so that really does talk about. I'm feeling that they're beating themselves up. Okay, they're beating themselves up over things, and they're the sort of person that, you know, they may be a little bit of a negative person, who beats themselves up over, you know, the smallest things. They overthink things and that kind of thing. They may just be a very sort of tense person, but I'm not feeling that that's really like, you know, trouble between you. I'm feeling that that's just them. They're just a little bit troubled. They might have been through a little bit of trouble. Maybe it's them. Maybe it's them that had this separation issue in the past that's making them, you know, still just a little bit troubled in future connections. We also have the ring clarifying that, though. So, you know, I do feel as though they have had troubled relationships in the past, and that's maybe why they're being a little bit overprotective of themselves, because, you know, they don't want to repeat the same, you know, types of connections that they have in the past, and definitely not wanting to, you know, repeat those cycles with you. So with that ring, though, they are definitely someone who wants positive long-term connections. You know, they may, if you're like with the cross and the ring on the table, I would dare say they're probably more traditional type person, who would be sort of leading towards like marriage rather than, you know, more non-traditional relationships. This person probably does want to head towards marriage and those sorts of things, and that's probably why this past stuff, you know, does beat them up a little bit, because they maybe thought that this past connection was going to be a marriage, or it could even be that they have been married in the past and it just didn't work out. Okay, so that definitely could be what's going on there. But we'll get a couple of extra cards for you here, Pisces, with the clarity deck. Pisces, next love connection, please. Pisces, next love connection, please. Whoa. Pisces, next love connection. Pisces, next love connection, please. Okay, I better find that one that flew out. The one that flew out was why, Pisces. So not very many names start with why, but I'm feeling that's more like, you know, the question why, because I do also have the Q, and the first thing that came to mind when I saw that was question something. There's some, maybe you're needing to question your own decisions of why you're not wanting to give to this connection initially. You know, I feel like it's the question why. There's you need to ask yourself why. I don't know what we're asking, but there is a question of why. You know, maybe you even actually have to at some point ask this person why. You know, why do you do this, or why did you do that, or you know, I feel like you may need to question this person a little bit more deeply about their intentions and things like that. Why are you beating yourself up? Why are you troubled? Kind of a vibe coming through. I also have I and R coming through. So I or R might be, you know, important initials for you or this person. We also have Scorpio coming up as well. So one or both of you may have important Scorpio placements, but you know, like I said, it is a collective reading. So if it, you know, if that's not for you, leave it for the next person. That's fine. Also feel free to check your other placements if that doesn't really resonate for you, even though, you know, we are looking at sort of more future energies. But that's what I have for you today, Pisces. Thank you everyone so much for all your support and likes and subscribes. I do really appreciate them. We are trying to grow the channel so that we can get these messages out to everybody that does need to hear them. And I also will be running that free personal reading competition when we hit 100 subscribers. So all you need to do to enter that is just comment on one of my videos, even if it's just a little emoji or something like that. Leave me a heart or a fairy, guys. They're my favorites. But hopefully I'll see you all again soon. Thank you for your time.